Toolshed TV.
Hello there, everyone. Today's Sunday, the 17th. This episode of the Toolshed TV show is sponsored by. Well, no, nobody sponsors this show. My first hate comment of the day comes from Roller Tider, and he says, if I got a dollar every time you said like, I'd be rolling in dollar bills naked right now. Like, I'd be like totally like wealthy like dollars, man. Now, first of all, like, I understand I use the word like a lot, but the last thing I want to do is picture some of my 45-year-old, YouTube haters out there rolling around naked and $20. Because that video wasn't that long. It was like 3 minutes long. I said like maybe like 15 times or so. I understand the term rolling around, every time you do something, but naked, why would you have to add that? It just traumatized me. But yeah, if you may have noticed today, I'm a little bit out of it. The reason for that is I actually discovered. So you think this is just regular Four Loko? This is the pre-ban Four Loko, which hasn't been out for like a couple of months now, which is amazing because I actually found it still on sale. If you want to know where you can find it, just contact me and like send me a message or something. And if you're in the tri-state area, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, and I'll give you the exact location so so the federales don't find us. But yeah, moving on to today's topic, I'm actually going to review the last Harry Potter movie, which I thought was good, actually, which I usually don't think a lot of things are good, but it was good until the last like 15 minutes, then it just fucking blew up because it sucked so much. But yeah, anyway, yeah, bear with me right now, I'm a little bit out of it, but okay. The Harry Potter movie, first of all, it was the whole series was good. Like I enjoyed the whole series. It wasn't nearly as good as the book, but there weren't any major like things that I looked at that I was like, where'd that come from? Like it was good. Like and the last movie, honestly, like Rotten Tomatoes, I think gave it like something like 95% or something like that. 'Cause Rotten Tomatoes, a bunch of idiots. But up to the last 15 minutes, like I said before, the movie was fine. Like I was watching it. And I was like, as soon as the ending was about to come on, I'm like, man, they did a good job of recreating this. Like, I enjoyed it. I was really excited to see the end. I thought they'd nail it, and I'd walk out of the movie theater happy as anybody else that it's over, that they did a good job. Now, if you didn't watch the movie, I want you to stop right here, because I'm actually going to talk about scenes from the movie. You know what I'm saying? So just stop watching this video right now. But, if you did watch it, just keep going. Like, if not, press pause. And stop right now, because I don't want to ruin the movie for you. You know what I'm saying? But if not, then let me go on. Here's where I started getting a problem with the movie. All right, as soon as Harry goes to the Forbidden Forest, he gets the little stone and shit, and he starts seeing all the ghosts. That scene didn't have to be nearly that long. Like I was talking to my friend who I saw the movie with, and he was like, that scene was way too long. And it's true, like. I get it. There's like fucking 5 ghosts that come out and tell him, he's gonna die and all. But that scene is just extended. Like, what's gonna happen. He's gonna go there. He's gonna die. Like, he doesn't need 5 ghosts, for half an hour telling him about that. And that whole like stone was just. Dumbledore gave him, a stone to carry around for the 2 entire movies, and all it does is let him see ghosts, and he fucking throws it away. Like, come on, that's so stupid. But I mean, this was in the book, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. But that's life. Now here's where I start getting a problem. Once Voldemort kills Harry, his soul or whatever, his Horcrux. This is where I honestly don't understand where the fucking director of this movie comes from. I think he was on acid or something, or he's probably pounding a couple more for locals than I did. But all right, the next scene is where Voldemort, where he kills Harry and all that, everything's good. And they're carrying him back. Where Hagrid is. Hagrid's carrying him back, and no one really knows where Hagrid came from. But then Voldemort suddenly turns into, like, a stand-up comedian. Like, everybody in the movie theater started laughing at some of the stuff he was saying. Like, he was going on running around smiling and all this shit. And then he offers to the, like, entire student body, like, anybody who comes now can join the dark side. And he fucking gives Draco this hug that makes him look like such a pedophile. Like, it makes him look like Dumbledore. And it was just like, where the hell did this come from? Like, here's this evil, evil man who just kills people for no reason whatsoever. You know, remember, he was a killing curse like 15 minutes before the movie. He just randomly kills people for fun. And then all of a sudden, here he is giving out free hugs to anybody that's willing to join, you know, his team. That's such bullshit. That seems ridiculous. And then, you know, that goes on, then fucking Longbottom, Neville, whatever his name is, runs out, gives his impassioned speech, which, you know, was fine. I had no problem with that. But here's where I suddenly start getting a problem. Alright, next thing that happens, Harry, what's it called? What happens now? Well, let me rethink. Alright, yeah. In the book, I remember the ending was amazing. Like, I had me jumping, like, I enjoyed it so much. But the movie completely killed it. In the book, he used his, like, invisibility shield, right? He used his invisibility shield, and he was able to escape because, like, Voldemort used the Crucio spell on him a couple of times, and he was, you know, being tortured up in the air. Then he somehow hid under the cloak and managed to escape from, you know, from the army, escaped to the side. Then he pulled off his cloak and attacked Voldemort and killed him, which was a fucking fantastic ending. That's all the director had to do. No, no. So he decided he wanted to make his own ending. So in his ending, what happens is Harry kind of just wakes up, opens his eyes, and just runs out of Hagrid's hands and just starts running away. And then the stupidest fucking scene I've ever seen engages where him and Voldemort start dueling like one-on-one. It's something that has never happened in any book that I've ever read of Harry Potter. I have no idea literally where this came from. Literally. It was just that dumb. Like, I remember they start running up like the steps of Hogwarts, like all throughout like the stairways, like, and they start like throwing spells at each other. In one scene, they start like punching each other. Like Voldemort like throws a backhand at Harry. He's the two greatest wizards in the world, and all of a sudden their scenes turning into like a Jackie Chan movie. Like, why would Voldemort and Harry engage in a fist fight? Like, both of them weigh like 100 pounds, and maybe if you put them in like protein or animal pack or something, you get them a little bit bigger or something. It makes sense, right? But I mean, you can throw wizard spells and all that shit, and you're punching the guy? That made no sense whatsoever for me. Like, at that part, I was honestly dying laughing because I'm seeing Voldemort running around, slapping Harry around. Like, then in the most confusing scene in the entire movie, which I would really appreciate if somebody could clarify this for me, Harry grabs Voldemort on like the top of this like tower or whatever, and just throws himself off. And he says, "This is how it ends," or I'm ending it how it began," or something like that. And then he just jumps off. Now, throughout the whole scene, you see Voldemort turn to dark smoke, and they start like pulling their faces off and all this stuff. And then Harry ends up surviving because Voldemort, you know, fly or whatever. So Voldemort kind of flies to safety and brings Harry along with him. And then they end up fighting down there, and then they kill each other. And then Harry kills Voldemort. But my question is, like, what was Harry's plan when we jumped off that building? All Voldemort had to do was turn into black smoke and float away, and Harry would just end up falling down looking like an idiot. Like, whoops, I guess I didn't realize that Voldemort would just fly away. Honestly, like, can somebody explain that to me? Like, why couldn't Voldemort just fly away? Why would he carry Harry with him? And top it off, they were ripping each other's faces off throughout the whole, you know, descent. Like, Voldemort didn't have to do anything. He could just float away, and Harry would have died. That would have been the stupidest ending ever. Not that it already was pretty stupid, but like, I don't know. That scene just killed me. It went from being one of the best like endings ever to like a mix between a Jackie Chan movie and like a comedy show. It's ridiculous. And then at the end, Voldemort, you know, dies. And here's what I don't get: like when Dumbledore dies, he dies like a normal human being. Like his body falls down, and they bury him. When Voldemort dies, he turns into like paper mache and like floats away. Like, I don't know, man. They really just, the books. I love the Harry Potter books, but like, man, the movie, like, the ending kills. Like, it just wasn't there. That's the shame is they did such a good thing with the rest of the movie, but the ending was just the theater was laughing. Like, you're not supposed to be laughing at the main climax of the movie. Like, I don't know. That's just my take on it. Let me know what you think, guys. But once again, like, I don't know. That's just my own personal opinion. But yeah, thanks for listening.